an exciting time. It's both an ending and a beginning. It's fond memories of the past and big dreams for the future. Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to everyone. I'm Asma Begum and it's my pleasure to be your host for today. We are now ready to begin this special event of graduation of grade 3s, and I bring to the mic our dear students Halima and Amjad.
Assalamu alaikum respected guests, our school staff and most beloved moms. I am Halima from grade 3 and this is our gift from grade 3C.
We welcome you to one of the most awaited events of the year, our graduation ceremony 2016-2017.
Let us begin the event with the recitation of the Holy Quran and its translation.
We would like to invite our friends Abdurrahman bin Hisham from grade 3D, Farida from grade 3E, and Hamza from grade 3A to come on the stage, please. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, praise be to Allah, Lord of the world, the Beneficent, the Merciful. The alone you worship, the alone you ask for help. Show us the straight path, the path of those who has favor, not the path of those who earn thine answer, nor of those who go astray. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات لهم جنات النعيم خالدين فيها وعد الله حقا وهو العزيز الحكيم. خلق السماوات بغير عمد ترونها وألقى في الأرض رواسي أن تميد بكم وبث فيها من كل دابة وأنزلنا من السماء ماء فأنبتنا فيها من كل زوج كريم. هذا خلق الله فأروني ماذا خلق الذين من دونه بل الظالمون في ضلال مبين. ولقد آتينا لقمان الحكمة أن اشكر لله ومن يشكر فإنما يشكر لنفسه ومن كفر فإن الله غني حميد. Indeed, those who believe and do righteous deeds, for them are the gardens of pleasure, wherein they abide eternally. This is the promise of Allah, which is truth, and He is exalted in might the wise. He created the heavens without pillars that you see and has cast into the earth firmly set mountains, lest it should shift with you and disperse therein from every creature. And we sent down rain from the sky and made grow therein plants of every noble kind. This is the creation of Allah. So show me what those other than Him have created. Rather, the wrongdoers are in clear error. And we have certainly given Luqman wisdom and said, be grateful to Allah. Whoever is grateful for the benefit of himself. And whoever denies His favor, then indeed Allah is free of need and privilege.
Jazakallah khair, Abdurrahman, Farida and Hamza. You all are blessed with beautiful voices, mashallah. Indeed, nothing is as melodious as reciting the noble Quran. I now hand over the mic to Noor and Hamza.
Assalamu alaikum, ladies from grade 3B.
We would like to invite a person who is very dear to our hearts, a person whose pleasant personality brightens up any room she may walk in.
Tara, would you please escort Mrs. Regina to speak a few words?
Thank you, children, for your kind words. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A very warm good morning to everybody present here. Many of you have made huge efforts to come here today, and on behalf of Al-Waha Junior School and on my behalf, we are deeply appreciative and offer you our most grateful welcome. I'm extremely honored to welcome our guest of honor, Mrs. Farazan Warsi, Chief Guest Mrs. Faiza Nadwi, and our distinguished guest, Mrs. Muslima Hafiz, special guest member of our Board of Directors, Mrs. Fazina Zaki, Principal, Mrs. Amal Al-Zahrani, Mrs. Iman As-Saman, the Registrar, Mrs. Bushra Nadwi, members of the management, junior, middle and senior school, moms, teachers, and of course the graduating class of 2017 who are behind the stage. 2017. This year, it is a very special year for us. It's a prestigious year because it marks the beginning of Silver Jubilee of our institution. So I think that deserves a big round of applause. The beginning of 25 years of successful teaching, imparting education to the very expatriate community of students. With late Dr. Abdullah Nadvi's vision and Mr. Zia's mission, who is the chairman of the school and also the owner, the school was founded in the year 1992 under the name Jeddah Montessori School to cater to the educational needs of a diverse, large and growing expatriate community of Jeddah. The journey from an elementary school with just 20 children to 1,700 students in elementary, middle and senior school has been remarkable. Under the dynamic leadership of Mrs. Tahira Diaz in the early years and Mrs. Rubab Azad and Mrs. Farazan Warsi in the later years, the school has expanded and grew from strength to strength in terms of numbers and complexity of its academic program. A lot has changed over the years. We are a much bigger and a better school in so many ways in terms of computer labs, libraries, science labs, auditoriums, playgrounds, audiovisual rooms, and other educational resources. However, one thing has been constant, that is our purpose. To have a place where children are inspired to learn and where they thrive as individuals, a place filled with young people who care about each other and about making the world a better place. We wanted Al-Waha to be a school that would bring out the best in every child. The school aims to develop as a community with teachers, children, and parents going forward hand in hand while fostering in students high moral values and total integrity of character as taught by Islam. All efforts are made to develop in children the concepts, knowledge, attitudes, and skills required in key learning areas in the setting of a warm, caring, and safe environment. The stimulation of intellectual curiosity, freedom of expression, fairness, and respect for others are seen as major target areas of achievement. It seems hard to believe that this academic year has come to an end. The year started off at a sprint, and it seems to have left many of us still trying to catch our breath. Ask us about it. But my, what a wonderful year it has been. A year of challenges met, mountains climbed, and summits conquered. Today we have the good faith factor that comes from knowing that we've done a wonderful job and we're immeasurably proud of each and every one of our grade 3 students. Graduation day is a bit like walking into a kaleidoscope. It is full of pictures, jumbled together, all of which together make up our students' lives. There are the images of their growing years in kindergarten, the classmates that they meet, their activities, events, using competitions, winning competitions, red ribbon awards, and the wonderful excitement of today, the graduation day. They embark on a new journey today and move from junior school to middle school. So congratulations to all the graduates, congratulations to the moms, and finally congratulations to the teachers and everyone else who helped our graduates cross this milestone today. I leave you with this poem from Khalil Gibran's The Prophet. He seems to capture so well this feeling of loss, yet our happiness that our children are doing exactly what they should be doing now. Growing, learning, and becoming independent of us. So he speaks of children. Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's belonging for oneself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. These children are ready to move on to the next stage in their lives. They are the ones who make a brighter day. They are the world. And so today, we will look back at our graduates and enjoy our memories, celebrate their accomplishments, and send them off to their future. Congratulations once again, our lovely children and proud moms. Thank you all for attending the ceremony. I look forward to wonderful events to follow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Regina, for sharing your enlightening words of wisdom. It's always a pleasure to hear from you. Oh, looks like Mubashira, Aman, and Misbah have something really interesting to share with us.
Assalamu alaikum ladies. My name is Mubashira and I am from grade 3C. I am Aman from grade 3C. And I am Misbah from grade 3D. We the Gurkhis are finally ready to leave a cocoon, spread our wings and soar into the unknown. What my friend here is trying to say in simple language is that we are ready to leave junior school and enter grade school. And I am really excited about the new chapter in our lives, but I am also a little nervous. No need to be nervous, no need at all. Remember, you're not going home, you're all going to learn. I know. I think everyone has understood that we have had the time of our lives here at junior school and are ready to say goodbye. Come on, our friends are waiting for us backstage. Okay, let's go.
to invite our guest of honor, Mrs. Ferozan.
I'm really privileged to invite our guest of honor. For those of you who have been with us for the past 6 years, the ones who have, the children who have joined from KG to grade 3, they don't need any introduction to Mrs. Ferozan Varsi. She is the heart and soul of junior school. She has been there with us, who's brought revolutionary changes in the junior school. She initially joined the school as a teacher way back, and then she moved to Canada, and then she came back as the assistant vice principal, and then later she became the director of the school. She kept guiding us, and her dynamic leadership is what has made junior school what it is. A big round of applause for her. She really is May I request Mrs. Ferozan Varsi to come to the podium?
I know. Dear mothers, Mrs. Muslima Nadavi, Mrs. Muslima Hafiz, Mrs. Faiza Nadavi, Mrs. Fazina, Mrs. Bushra, Mrs. Amal, Mrs. Iman, and my dear friends from the management, both from the senior school as well as the junior school, the teachers, and all the wonderful graduates, I'm sure, waiting behind. I find myself in a very strange place. It's very difficult to accept myself as a guest of honor. The honor, yes, I'm totally honored to be here with you. The guest, I'm not sure I'm very comfortable with that. The reason is that this is my very own environment. These children are my very own. And the people who work here are so close to my heart, alhamdulillah. And some of you mothers, I've had the privilege to interact with the past few years that I've been here. And so thank you very much all for being here. I mustn't, however, be ungracious. I am totally, for lack of a better word, honored to be here, especially because this is the 25th year of Al-Waha's existence. In July this year, Al-Waha International School will have reached the 25-year milestone of successful 25 years of the late Dr. Abdullah Nadavi's vision in action. 25 years of an honest commitment to serve a community that Mr. Zia strongly felt about and still does. 25 years of directed efforts to shape an environment that laid the foundation for children to grow into strong, dedicated, hardworking human beings with sound Islamic values. Inshallah, that should carry forward. You see them. It's such an emotional moment just to watch them together like that. And they truly try to live Islam, and that is what we need for them to carry on to be good human beings. The school has consistently been living its vision and mission. When we think about the present day context and the challenges that lie ahead for our children, we're living in a digital generation era. This is the digital generation. They're very different, they're wired different. If you see even a baby now with a smartphone in his hand, which I hope they don't, if they do, then they just intuitively know what to do. Against what the previous generation, my previous generation, I would say, we're still struggling, we're trying to get there. But I think about my father, we gifted him with an iPad, and he tried to flick the page, licking his finger. And that tells you that that's a generation that was not even close to technology. And today children are living with this. They just know what to do with it, and that is something that's amazing. And I do believe that with changing times, I have this personal theory of the expanding brain, and that's Allah equips them for every generation to adapt, and that is what they're doing. Now, our children belong to this digital generation and the digital economy of the future is going to transform the workplace. It's not going to be the same. Our children, it's not going to be enough for them to learn only English, math, science, and be content. It's not. They increasingly will have to have social and emotional skills. More and more so. I think we live in a very, very protected environment in Saudi Arabia. The world outside requires a lot more, and that is what we are trying to get for our children. Social and emotional skills are going to count for a lot. This is what we call our competencies, as well as our character qualities that really, against competencies, I can say this is where we help children grow in their problem-solving skills, their collaboration skills, the communication skills. Did you see how confident these children were? We are doing something right, and this is what is going to be required. We cannot live, if we could, we would keep them in a cocoon, protected. But for how long? Someday this cocoon is going to break, and what we will have is a butterfly. We better give wings to this beautiful creature. And that is a challenge you and us as educators will have to meet. We have to move faster. When we think about technology and the pace with which it's moving, it's kind of scary. But not really if we evaluate the needs of our children, we keep pace with it, and we help them out. Because tomorrow, they will be independent. They will be able to sort things out themselves. But this is the statement, the children are as little as this, they would need guidance. And that is what you as moms and we as educators have to keep striving for. Education now offers a lot of choices. I've just returned from a trip to the school in Riyadh that we went for accreditation. Mr. Bob and I were together in this, and there are beautiful things to learn from every environment. And in Saudi Arabia, despite the regulations and the ministry that Mr. Rachel was talking about, there is so much beautiful work being done in schools. And alhamdulillah, I would say Al-Waha has done a beautiful job. Alhamdulillah. And it's thanks to, it's just, again, collaborations, all been teamwork. It's been the teachers, it's been the administrators, it's been the management, it's been a common goal. To be able to keep an eye on progress at the same time, understand children and help them along, it is not the easiest thing to do. What we need to understand now, especially with our children, is that we have to teach them to learn to be comfortable in their own skin. We have to convey to them, every child is a star that has his own twinkle. Help them understand that they are special in their own way. I don't want to compare myself with the next person, the next person, the next person. Everyone has some talent. Every child comes with his own abilities, own talents, own likes and dislikes. The moment we say, I'm going to see, how come you're not, scoring the way the other child is, how come you're not doing as well as the other child, is when you kill the spirit of that child. The fact that now education includes social and emotional abilities as part of the curriculum tells you that in a beautiful way, multiple intelligences have come into play. Every child is going to be a winner. Every child is going to have a place on the world stage if we allow them to grow. The independence, the place for them to actually express themselves. And this has been my battle while I've been here. I've always liked to ask children questions. So do you like this or do you like that? And when a child says, I don't know, it's a moment of sadness for me. But a lot of our children don't. They do express themselves. I had a fortune to be in a classroom where the teacher had drawn a cup or a mug, whatever. And she asked the children, what is this? So all the children said, cup, C-U-P, cup, cup. There's one child sitting there who said, no, it's a mug. And that was a moment of beauty for me, for the teacher to acknowledge, can we call him mug as well? He has the independence to think that I don't agree with that picture as being a cup, I think it's a mug. And that's where we need to find our children more and more. And we do see a lot of it happening in our own environments. There are restrictions, there are limitations, every school has, within the limitations that we have at Al-Waha, and I constantly call it we, because I could never have left the school. I could never be the guest in the school. So this is how, inshallah, the school will carry on, and I'm very bad at reading text, so the sooner we sort of respect the configuration that we see in our children, the happier will be the product. And I do believe that happiness is prime. You don't have to be in an area where everybody has to achieve the same thing. I could be very happy achieving while I'm drawing, while some people probably numeracy, they're happy doing math. The important thing is, am I happy? Is my child happy? That will make sure that their future is happy and bright. I see a lot of people on the road, the little kids on the road, they're laughing, they're happy in their own world. How does that compare with a child who has everything in life, still not happy? What is the recipe for happiness then? It's important then to see where happiness is found in our children, what makes them thrive. It's important to talk to them, keep the doors of communication open, find out why they're happy, why they're not happy. It's very common for little kids to have jealousy, anger. It could be fear. Children as small as 3 years have a fear of falling into the potty. It's a genuine fear. You can't say, oh, that's so silly, why would you fall into the potty? But it's a fear. And they don't want to come to school because of that. So for us as adults to really get down to their level, to understand their needs is prime. With the grade 3s moving up now to the upper school, and we believe that the same thread of purpose runs through the school. Everyone wants the same thing for the children come first. And this is something the first time when I joined the school, Mr. Zia had said, if it benefits the students, give it to them. And that is what we continue to do. I wish these children health, happiness, and peace. I'm not saying that they should get fancy degrees, and yes, probably that will happen. That's part of our economic struggle. But above everything, I wish them happiness, I wish them peace, I wish them good health. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity to speak with you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the morning. I love you all. Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, Mrs. Sarosan. It was very interesting to hear from you. Your eminent presence in your very own environment has truly made this event a memorable one. Now moving on, our next segment is very special. The power of gratitude. We must learn to appreciate what we have before time makes us appreciate what we have.
I'm sorry, said my master one day. My friends and I have decided you're neither one of us nor a Yahoo. No, I cried.
Apart from all the good things we learned at school and at home, we have learned to show gratitude. So what are we grateful for?
For the fresh air that we can breathe. For the beautiful eyes that can see anything. For the ears that can hear all the sounds.
For the tongue that helps us talk.
For the things that we can touch and feel.
For the feet that I can run with.
For the hands that I can work with.
For clean water that we drink. The food that we eat.
The clothes that we wear.
The roof on our heads.
The water from the tap. The rest that we get from our beds.
I can read and write. I have a school to go to. I have wonderful parents. My lovely friends. My good health. My teachers. Warm blankets and cool ACs. Chocolates!
My comfortable shoes.
The invention of the telephone. My pretty smile. My dad's big car. My mother's awesome cooking. Sunrise, sunset, the sound of the bird, the beautiful oceans, the swings at the beach. My super brain. I think for myself. Internet and Google. Wi-Fi. Good memories. My beautiful hair. My brother. My sister. Parks to play in. Huge supermarkets. Peace in this country. Food courts. Umbrellas on a rainy day. Rainbows. Library filled with books. Airplanes take me home. I have a passport. The moon in the sky. The stars shining brightly. The language to understand each other. Arabic. Piggy. All of Allah's beautiful creations. My pet cat and rabbit. Good weather. Soap to wash my hands. Traffic lights. My glasses. Pizza. A bag to carry my books. Because my friends and my family love me. For the trees that give us oxygen. For the world that is so colorful. For the comb for my hair. My stationery. For my alarm clock. For my watch I wear. For the person who invented the football. Pizza. My ice cream. The healthy breakfast. The stairs in my building. The elevators in the mall. Vitamin D from the sun. Thank God I have common sense. The bright sun. The planets on the solar system. Our Earth. The galaxies. My big playground. We live near Mecca and Medina. The roads. The bridges that connect the land. Beautiful flowers. The cow that give us milk. The latest technology. The invention of electricity. The camera. My mom warm hug. My dad great laughter. My family time. My bicycle. Good education. The gift that we get. The ever-moving clouds. The holidays we get. Cricket. Basketball. Salt in our food. My new baby sister. Donuts. The sugar in my chocolate milk. Popcorn. Vanilla cake. Biryani. Our school canteen. The soil that grows plants. Fresh fruits. And vegetables. The holidays that we get. My uncles and aunts. Lakes. Rivers. Waterfalls. My grandma. My grandpa. We're alive and we're breathing. We have run out of children from grade 3, but not things that to be grateful for.
Assalamu alaikum. We are pleased to welcome you all to the Grade 3 Annual Debate 2016-2017. The topic being debated today is: are competitions necessary for the learning process? Sitting on my right for the motion are Mazin Ibrahim from Grade 3A, Fatima Salman from Grade 3G, Mohammed Umair from Grade 3C, and Aisha Irfan from Grade 3. Sitting on my left against the motion are Malak Mohammed from Grade 3E, Laiba Sarfaraz from Grade 3G, Amna Zahir from Grade 3H, Abdul Salam from Grade 3A. On behalf of all the Grade 3s, I extend a special welcome to our judges. Mrs. Shima Anis, and Mrs. Rosina Imtiaz. Mrs. Nadia Asfar will be our timekeeper for today. And I, Rayan Shahid from grade 3C, and Aisa Azam from grade 3E will be your moderators.
Assalamu alaikum, respected judges, mothers, teachers, and my dearest friends. My name is Azim of 3A, and I'm here to speak for the topic on competition beneficial to our learning process. The present world is a world filled with competition, no matter where you turn to. In every field, one has to face competition to prove its capability. Businessmen try to give better customer satisfaction in order to face competition successfully. How can competition help us in our learning process? Here, let me tell you a sample example. I'm sure most of you present here have an iPhone or a Samsung phone. Am I right? These are two companies who are upon these days. They compete each other. They try to better their product. In fact, they are constantly learning ways to prove its quality and bring in new technology in their gadgets. Yet, out of a similar university, both of these technological genius companies try to pretty much the same thing. If there would be no competition, would you try to improve? Would you have choices? How would you come with the best alternative? If there would be no competition, progress and change will be shackled. My dear opponents, please understand that it's through the process of competition we are going to prove ourselves. Competition is one of the dominating factors that is in the process of learning. Education and competition are two universal bodies that govern human culture. I emphasize my point here before I conclude without a doubt. Competition are beneficial to our learning process. Thank you and have a nice day. Follow my points.
My name is Malak, and today I'm here to share my views against the topic. Are competitions beneficial to the learning process? Most of us are raised to believe that without competition a child wouldn't excel in his learning. I also consider that competitions were healthy, but guess what? It isn't. A winning mindset is an unhealthy mindset. The need to win can create a willingness to do whatever it takes. Ethically bankrupt behavior is found almost everywhere where there is a competition, whether sports, classrooms, or politics. Competitive environment is not educational. It leads to conflict, and conflict leads to disunity. T-E-A-M, team. Team, together. E, everyone. A, achieves. M, more. Teamwork is the dreamwork. Cooperation is the key. I want my fellow opponents to understand that smarter students should be commended, but weaker students should definitely be assisted and not pressurized. Under pressure, students don't perform at the level best. Their productivity suffers as a result of competition. David Johnson, a professor of social psychology, reviewed the studies and found that out of 165 children learned better when they work cooperatively as opposed to competitively. My point is, if this was a healthy competition, then why does the person who loses get jealous and sad? Competitions are always demotivating. So, my dear friends, can you tell me, how is this healthy? I would like to conclude with a quote said by Ayn Rand. It's the creative mind, not the competitive mind, that always shines its light the brightest. So
on your potential and on your accomplishments. Thank you. Thank you for your remarks. We now call upon the second speaker in favor of the motion, Fatima Salman.
Assalamu alaikum, respectful judges, teachers, and my dearest moms. My name is Fatima Salman, and I'm from grade 3G. Today, I'm speaking for the motion, are competitions beneficial to the learning process? Competitions are an important element in the overall academic achievement as it helps the students to strive for better, creates a feeling of worthiness, and encourages the students to excel beyond what they have accomplished. Healthy competition inspires students to do their best. When they enter a competition, they become more inquisitive, research independently, and learn to work with others. They will strive to do more than was required. These abilities will help them become more creative and proactive when faced with similar challenges. So I stress my point here. Competitions are beneficial to the learning process. Competitions help these students in life. There are both winners and losers. It not only teaches them to win and succeed, but it also teaches them that losing is just as important. Competitions cannot go by the idea that everyone is a winner. If someone is going to win, then for sure someone is going to lose. Losing is just another process of learning. By showing them that losing is not the end of the world, children learn that life is full of second chances and that losing doesn't make them loser people. Now, dear audience, I'm sure you will agree to me on this point. When students compete with each other, they learn to identify their strengths and weakness. They become more conscious of their own faults and the areas they need to improve to better themselves. As a student myself, I believe that competitions are beneficial to the learning process. The living proof is this debate. Our team is here challenging our worthy opponents in this healthy, productive competition where there will be winners and losers. But in the end, everyone will end up being the learner. With this, I wish to conclude my speech. Thank you.
We would now like to call upon the second speaker opposing the motion, Labas of Finance. If I can't win, why bother trying? The pressure of competition can limit one's curiosity, creativity, and exploration. Assalamu alaikum, respected judges, my fellow opponents, dear teachers, and moms. My name is Abbas Sarfraz and I am from grade 3G. Today, I would like to enlighten your thoughts about the negative impact of competitions on the students' learning. Competing with friends and colleagues in the learning process doesn't increase one's knowledge. It just creates an ego, resulting in a relationship that is filled with negativity and dislike for each other. Each child has a different learning ability. Learning for all should be the motto of education. But, unfortunately, competitions make an absolute mockery on our right to education. It makes people spend their valuable time, energy, and other resources not to learn and gain, but just to win. And when they lose, nothing but regret. The results of competitions can demotivate a person who is not on the winning side. For the losing team, If so, how will competitions be beneficial to the learning process? Competitions often make children anxious and interferes with their concentration. It does not allow them to share their talents and resources in the way cooperation does. My dear friends, give a thought to my advice. Don't complicate your life with competitions. After all, your inner happiness is what matters most. Thank you.
Well said, my friend. We now call upon the third speaker in favor of the motion, Muhammad Umair.
Assalamu alaikum, respected judges, teachers, mothers, and my dear friends. My name is Muhammad Umair Ahmed from grade 3C, and today I will be speaking for the topic, Are competitions beneficial to the learning process? Competitions are a critical driving force behind performances and innovation. When you have a rival, someone who is doing the same thing as you, it challenges you to try your best to excel way beyond what you have tried to accomplish earlier. This motivates you to not just do what is required, but to do your best you can, and this will for sure increase your learning abilities. Therefore, competitions are beneficial to the learning process. Competitions not only helps us to strive for better, it also creates a feeling of excitement. Without competition, students would not try to reach their true potential. When you have a competition, you desire to win trophies, medals, certificates, and prizes. People misconceive that competition pits one person against the other, and this creates negative feeling among peers. It is very demotivating and so on. On the contrary, it helps us from those who are better and create respect for each other. These incentives motivate you to try and learn innovative ideas. As Steve Jobs once said, you can't look at the competition and say you are going to do it better. You have to look at the competition and say you are going to do it differently. So my dear audience, keeping in view of all mentioned arguments, we can say that competitions are beneficial to the learning process. Thank you.
Interesting. Thank you, Umair. We would now like to call upon the third speaker opposing the motion, Anna Zahir.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Anna Zahir. Today's topic of debate is, are competitions beneficial to the learning process? I strongly disagree. Actually, competitions are a barrier to the learning process. Education and learning should not be a competition in which children are pitted against one another. Be the hardest working person you can be. That's how you separate yourself from the competition. Quotes Stephen Curry. In my opinion, competition has more negative than positive effects. When a student competes against another student, it does not give the student a chance to individually grow. They are overshadowed by other students' interests and cannot find their true inner selves. This, in turn, hurts their self-esteem. Competition is to self-esteem as sugar is to teeth. It distracts them from the content and joys of learning. In the 21st century, we need to rely more and more on working together and not against each other. In order to promote collaboration, we should learn to work together to achieve our goals. A person can pull another person for success when they work together, rather than pulling him down in a competition. Recent studies have proved that the result of collaborative learning is far greater than that of an individual performance. My friends fail to understand that education is about trying to do your best in learning. It is not a sport like football where you battle head on to be the best. The whole point about school should be about learning and not about competitions. In my view, competition
for hostility and antagonism. It does not permit one to create a sense of comradeship and togetherness. It divides us and pits us all against the other. As Gail Goodman says, collaboration and cooperation will beat competition every time. Thank you. We would now like to call upon the last speaker in favor of the motion, Aisha Irfan.
Assalamu alaikum. Dear judges, teachers, friends, and my dearest moms, my name is Aisha Irfan from grade 3E. I am here to speak for the motion, are competitions beneficial to the learning process? The great thing about having rivals and challenges in life is that it makes life more entertaining and more enthusiastic. It helps us to grow and to try to achieve greater things. Without competition, life becomes bland and there are a lot less challenges. It must be remembered that without competition, there would be stagnation. If everyone worked and learned at their own pace, they might not make an effort to do what they're actually capable of. We need goals. We need to be challenged and tested. Only then do we rise up to achieve what we are truly capable of. Usually, many of those who compete with each other are already achievers, so that is not the biggest factor that will influence their success. In the real world, no matter where you go or what you do, there is competition everywhere, and you cannot win every time. You cannot be the only one who is applying for a job or is trying to achieve something, and at the same time, you cannot be the only one who gets the job. In the real world, no matter where you go or what you do, there is competition everywhere, and you cannot win every time. So why not learn to face competitions with the drive to achieve and not necessarily win? Why not incorporate competitions as part of our learning process, where we try to go beyond what we think we are capable of and set that as our goal and not even just winning at all costs? With these words, I conclude by saying competitions are not just beneficial for the process of learning, but are also an important part of the learning process. Thank you.
We would now like to call upon the last speaker of the day, Abdul Salam, opposing the motion.
A flower does not think of competing with the flower next to it. It just blooms. Assalamu alaikum everybody. My name is Abdul Salam. I stand before you to speak against the motion, are competitions beneficial to the learning process? In my opinion, no. A big no. American writer Alfred Mercer quoted in ABA Journal, "What we learn with pleasure, we never forget." Learning is not a competition. Competition can harm the learning process by turning a project into a race to the finish line where concepts become unimportant and winning becomes the ultimate goal. Most students get so stressed trying to succeed at academic competitions that they put everything else on hold. They might give up extracurricular activities to focus only on academic challenges, not knowing that this will hinder their holistic development. According to Schindler, a famous psychologist, a competition damages the learning process by forcing students to focus on goals instead of the process itself. Researchers across the country have concluded that competition is bad. The trouble lies with competition itself. The best amount of competition for children is none at all, and very praise. Healthy competition is actually a contradiction in terms. Children do not learn measure when education is transformed into a competitive strategy. Rather, they learn measure with their own pace and without pressure. Competitions bring comparison, and comparison brings discouragement to the child who has failed. There is certain amount of education should focus to bring about.
competition simply means that one person can only succeed if others fail. It's one of those things. So remember, dear opponents, you will never make yourself better by tearing others down. And I'm sure all the mothers and judges sitting here will agree with my opinion today. Thank you.
Thank you, Abdul Salam.
We now declare a 3-minute recess during which the debaters are to prepare the rebuttals. Welcome back, everyone. It is now time for rebuttal. We will toss a coin to decide who goes first in the rebuttal round. Could we please have Mrs. Rajida onto the stage? Thank you, Mrs. Rajida. Team 4 has won the toss. I now call upon the first speaker for the rebuttal. Fatima Salma.
Assalamu alaikum once again. The actual process of learning is disrupted the moment you start regarding competition as a pressurizing agent, where the one and only objective is winning. No, that is not what a competition is for. On the contrary, it is a self-improving tool. A tool that teaches us how to cope with stress better, work collaboratively with other team members, and forces us to work even harder to reach our true potential. Something that learn at your own pace, style of education will never help us achieve. Companies look for employees who are able to handle stress, work together productively with their colleagues, and face the competitive environment head-on. Dr. Carol Dweck, a renowned psychologist, in her famous book Mindset, says competition is a framework for practicing and facilitating a growth mindset for our students. They give benchmarks upon which we can base our improvements and put value on the challenge of improving. My respected judges and my audience, before I end, I would like to say, today we may win or we may lose. We will be glad to win, of course, but if we lose, we only lose the competition. The knowledge acquired through our hard work and dedication will forever remain with us. Thank you.
Malak Muhammad will now speak from the opposition team for the final rebuttal.
Assalamu alaikum once again, everyone. I would like to congratulate my dear opponents on their attempts to convince us. Each participant of my worthy opponents tried very hard to prove that competition is beneficial for the learning process. But the value of competition is built on myths. If hard work is our weapon, then success shall be our slave. Please note, I said hard work, not competing against others. Albert Einstein, a famous scientist, did not compete with anyone to be successful. His creativity and innovations were the result of his hard work, not the result of any competition. So I ask my friends, tell me, how are competitions beneficial? Life is not competition. Each one of us is on a journey for all. As per my friends, competition boosts confidence, self-esteem, motivates, and helps the students work hard and stress. On the contrary, competitions discourage, demotivate, and stress the majority of a student who don't get selected. Because, my dear friends, you have forgotten that competitions take place only between a few good students. So what about the rest? Shouldn't everyone get a chance to succeed?
others. I would like to conclude by saying that our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ also laid great emphasis on acquiring knowledge, not to compete with others, but to become a good human being. Work hard in silence, and let success be your yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Prophet Muhammad. Thank you, friends, for giving such an enlightening information and thoughts to ponder upon. Interesting. I'm wondering too. Competitions to have or not to have? We would like to give the judges some time to deliberate. Meanwhile, our moms can sit back and relax before the hectic schedule of the exams and the revisions begin.
Thank you, Aisha and Rayan, for your wonderful job. You've been great moderators.
Our mother is a woman like no other. She gave us life, nurtured us, taught us, dressed us, fought for us, shouted at us, kissed us, but most importantly, loved us unconditionally. There are not enough words in any vocabulary to describe how important our mother is for us. She is the one who keeps us grounded and what gives us the wings of courage to fly. Today, we would like to pay tribute to our mothers for all that you have done and continue to do. Thank you, moms. We love you too. Ryan, would you please call Dr. Arjun to speak a few words?
I would like to invite on stage the class teacher of 3A and Mrs. Amal, the principal of junior school, to give out the diplomas to our young achievers. Aliyan Tarek, cheerful and friendly. Aliyan is all goodness. Abdul Rahman, energetic and fun-loving. Abdul Rahman will go a long way. Abdul Salam, cooperative and self-dependent. Abdul Salam shows pride in all he does. Adil Hafizullah, adaptable and charming. Adil is well liked by his peers. Hamza Khan, inquisitive and orderly. Hamza's inquisitive nature will take him a long way. Ibrahim Sohail, loving and serene. Ibrahim's honesty is well appreciated. Ibrahim, gentle and charming. Mazen excels in whatever he does. Muhammad Fuzail, kind and loving. Fuzail is ever so sweet. Muhammad Abdul Qadir, obedient and soft-spoken. Abdul Qadir follows directions well. Muhammad Ali, gentle and helpful. Muhammad Ali is always thoughtful. Muhammad Hani, hardworking and determined. Muhammad Hani never lets you down. Muhammad Saif, humble and ambitious. Saif has a soft personality. Muhammad Saud, energetic and enthusiastic. Saud packs it all. Momin Arif, gentle and soft-spoken. Momin's zealous nature is worth appreciating. Mustafa Muhammad, bubbly and thoughtful. Mustafa will go a long way. Sayyid Abdullah Shoaib, polite and caring. Abdullah is an enthusiastic learner. Dalal Al-Jifri, energetic and fun-loving. Dalal loves to express himself. I'd like to invite the class teacher of 3B. Abdul Muiz, compassionate and redefined. Abdul Muiz wins over hearts with his smile. Abdul Samad, calm and demure. Abdul Samad has a cool attitude. Abdul Aziz, confident and caring. Abdul Aziz is always fun to be with. Abdullah Azharuddin, dynamic and proactive. Abdullah is an artist in the making. Abdul Rahman Ahmad, ingenious and exuberant. Abdul Rahman is always very thoughtful.
Excuse me. Please don't take pictures. Excuse me.
Ahmad Adnan, courageous and cheerful. Ahmad is a child with potential. Alra Abdul Hamid, self-reliant and competent. Bara brightens up the class. Ali Asghar, energetic and lively. Ali has all qualities of sportsman. Acer Khalid, sympathetic yet competent. Acer smiles his way through all odds. Hamza Samir, zestful and versatile. Hamza excels in whatever he does. Loy Seifu, dedicated and inquisitive. Loy will go a long way. Muaz Muhammad, vigilant and compassionate. Muaz will never let you down. Muhammad Ahmad, enthusiastic and assertive. Muhammad lightens up the class with his charm. Sayyid Abdullah, jovial and dedicated. Sayyid Abdullah is a hard worker. Talal Rami, tranquil and affable. Talal is well liked by his friends. Talha Adnan, respectful and inquisitive. Talha loves socializing. Yusuf Siddiqui, delightful and vivacious. Yusuf owns a charming smile. Now, I'd like to invite the class teacher of 3C. Ayan Wasim, gentle and jovial. Ayan wins over hearts with his smile. Abdul Ahad, serene and soft-spoken. Abdul Ahad strives to achieve the best. Amjad Abdul Kareem, skillful and pleasant. Amjad is a bundle of energy. Ihan Yazid, hardworking and talented. Ihan has a way to go. Fauzan Rizmi, lively and playful. Fauzan has the qualities of a great sportsman. Muhammad Zayed, artistic and amicable. Zayed displays remarkable talent. Muhammad Hussain Tatli, sociable yet self-disciplined. Muhammad displays remarkable positive attitude. Muhammad Ibrahim Khan, bubbly and cheerful. Ibrahim has a smile that will surely win millions of hearts. Muhammad Aman, energetic and diligent. Aman possesses all the qualities to excel. Muhammad Umair, talented and exuberant. Umair loves to express himself. Omar Usman, competent and composed. Rayan Shahid, amicable and attentive. Rayan possesses an inquisitive mind. Dishan Suvarna, high-spirited and gracious. Dishan is gentle by nature and loves socializing. Sayyid Farhanuddin, delightful and poised. Farhan strives hard to achieve the best. Abdul Rahman, an honest and sharp observer. Abdul Rahman has it all. Abdullah Yasser, caring and friendly. Abdullah spreads joy in the class.
Abdul? Bow down in front of the camera.
Ayan Muhammad, energetic and sincere. Ayan backs it all. Daud Faraz, cheerful and gentle. Daud is always thoughtful. Hayan Rizvi, obedient and soft-spoken. Hayan is all goodness. Ihtisham al-Haq, ambitious and hardworking. Ihtisham has it all. Mirza Daniel, polite and enthusiastic. Daniel has a soft personality. Misbah ul-Haq, broad-minded and determined. Misbah will go a long way. Muhammad Mohit, efficient and dynamic. Mohit excels in what he does. Muhammad Naveed, loving and helpful. Naveed is a pleasure to talk to. Muhammad Ahil, sociable and jovial. Ahil brightens up the class. Muhammad Raeed, cheerful and friendly. Raeed brightens up the day. Muhammad Ehsan, well-mannered and obedient. Ehsan strives hard. Musab Saur, humble and disciplined. Musab smiles through his eyes.
Just to set this up on this.
Ruhan Khattam, cooperative and well-behaved. Saad has a cool attitude. Omar Yusuf, fun-loving and active. Omar excels at everything. I'd like to invite on the stage the class teacher of 3E. Ihtisham al-Haq, ambitious and hardworking. Ihtisham has it all. Mirza Daniel, polite and enthusiastic. Daniel has a soft personality. Misbah al-Haq, broad-minded and determined. Misbah will go a long way. Muhammad Mohid, efficient and dynamic. Mohid excels in what he does. Muhammad Naveed, loving and helpful. Naveed is a pleasure to talk to.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ahil,
Bow down.
sociable and jovial. Ahil brightens up the class.
Ahil. Bow down. Ready.
Muhammad Raeed, cheerful and friendly. Raeed brightens up the day.
Right.
Muhammad Ehsan, well-mannered and obedient. Ehsan strives hard.
Yes.
Musab Saad, humble and disciplined. Musab smiles through his eyes.
Just to set this up on this. Just 5 minutes.
Ruhan Hakam, soft-spoken and helpful. Ruhan is calmness personified. Saad Salman, cooperative and well-behaved. Saad has a cool attitude. Omar Yusuf, fun-loving and active. Omar excels at everything. I'd like to invite on the stage the class teacher of 3E. Aisha Azam, persevering and smart. Aisha never lets you down. Aisha Irfan, serene and committed. Aisha has a gentle personality. Basmalla Ahmed, caring and sweet. Basmala has a twinkle in her eyes when she smiles. Farida Walid, jovial, sweet and charming. That's Farida. Jana Muhammad, amicable, amiable and intelligent. Jana's assertiveness reflects her confidence. Laiba Arshad, well-mannered and cheerful. Laiba displays an admirable demeanor. Malak Muhammad, intelligent and polite. Malak surely packs it raw. Nuha Muhammad, gentle and soft-spoken. Nuha has a friendly disposition. Sama Ahmed, bubbly and friendly. Sama brightens up the class. Samar Fahad, skillful and pleasant. Samar tries to achieve the best. Shahad Ahmed, charming and hardworking. Shahad is a fighter of odds. Sidra Mehraj, smart and gregarious. Sidra loves to express herself. Sunaina Sajid, sociable, yet self-disciplined and honest. Sunaina displays a positive attitude. Sundus Ahmed, lively and polite. Sundus owns a beautiful smile. one and all. Asiya Hamad, resourceful and skillful. The quality of being very forgiving makes her very likable. Moms, all these children out here, they deserve round applauses. Yeah? They're coming to the stage, taking their diplomas, and it's a very special moment for them. So I request you all to clap for them, cheer them, please. Halima Rauf, studious and gentle. Being disciplined sets her on a path that leads to a very bright future. Aneen Wali, sensitive and helpful. Her creativity gives her the power to possess traits others can only dream of. Huda Wasim, genuine and active. Her spark of energy gives her the ability to tackle problems life throws at her. Ifra Waqas, balanced and enthusiastic. Confidence helps her leap rivers, and she isn't unaware of it. Lujain Muhammad, self-starter and knowledgeable. You can put all your faith in her and she won't disappoint you. Mothers, please cheer your children. Malak Abdul Fatah, attentive and intelligent. Her ability to step up to every occasion is something that never ceases to amaze. Nurul Huda, exceptional and considerate. Her sincerity makes her trustworthy on all occasions. Seba Ahmed, determined and capable. Her determination takes her to places where you don't need motivation. Ritaj Al-Jafri, daring and distinct. A light-hearted person, she sets your day all right. Suha Fatima, compassionate and dependable. Her hard work always gets the better of talent. Clap for Suha, please. Zainab bint Nishad, independent and intelligent. She adapts very quickly to changed environments, and her friendly character makes her very lovable. Tala Nizam, persevering and steady. She's on a journey to achieve her goal, and there is no stopping to her pursuit. Tamjeed Ilahi, curious and ambitious. Honesty is the best policy, and she sells this policy in a bulk. Yasira Abid, mannerly and clever. A humble person makes your day more soothing, and she is no exception. Yumna Yasir, unique and interesting, an optimistic being, fully capable of paving her own way. I'd like to invite the class teacher of 3G. Aisha Akbar, energetic and curious. She has the potential to go a long way. Clap for Aisha, please. Amina Muhammad, calm and composed, a true artist in the making. Dania Jawad, quiet and competitive. Her research projects have a major interest in learning new things. Fatima Salman, pleasant and well-mannered. Her warm nature makes her peers seek her company as a friend. Hamna Altaf, skillful and smart. She has the potential to go a long way. Laiba Sarfaraz, honest and intelligent. She eagerly participates in every activity with zeal and vigor. Malaika Banaras, sweet and friendly. She's always ready to lend a hand. Mubashira Yusuf, graceful and radiant. Her humorous nature makes her a pleasure to talk to. Nabiha bint Adnan, artistic and talented. She's always well informed about the topics done in class. Nuran Shah, charming and motivated. Her affection tops all qualities. Sara Anam, well-informed and confident. She aspires others with her learning abilities. Shima Naeem, humorous and competent. She blends both qualities and proves herself as one among the best. Zainab Fahim, jovial and respectful. Known for her care and creativity, she keeps her surroundings lively. Now I would like to call upon stage class teacher of BH. Afsha Arif, lively and helpful. She's always ready with a smile. Alina Buledi, energetic and jovial. She is willing to go beyond what is required. Amina Inamullah, optimistic and friendly. She is always a friend to cheer you up. Amna Zahir, knowledgeable and determined. She's always well spoken. Abdul Aziz, polite and light-hearted. She is an independent student. amusing personality. Garida bint Nasir. Self-reliant and motivated. She is a determined person. Ania Rizwan, dynamic and inquisitive. She has meticulous attention to detail. Hansa Raifa, sociable and cheerful. She has a glee personality. Maryam Minhaj, well-mannered and charming. She's a good-natured person. Maryam Sulaiman, amiable and humble. She's courteous to everyone. Momina Tahir, jovial and affable. She is an obliging person. Sara Altaf, confident and independent. She is always calm and composed.
Wait.
Shaza Fasahat, bold and outspoken. She will go a long way. Sayyida Fatima, cooperative and subservient. She keeps calm under pressure. Zainab Sultan, polite and disciplined. She has a pleasant personality. I would like to invite Mrs. Regina to announce the Roll of Honor Award winners for the year 2016-17.
The much awaited event, the Roll of Honor. The Roll of Honor was first set up in the academic year 2005-2006 with the aim to provide 7 standards of excellence against which the children would be evaluated. This position is just for one student, and this year, mashallah, we have 130 students in grade 3. Out of that, this position is just going to go to one student. and the evaluation and the selection for this position is done after a lot of deliberation. The areas that the children are evaluated against are, it is largely based on data collected through the academic year. The interview under personal proficiency is the final step, which happened 2 days ago. A 5% mark is reserved at the end of the year for this interview with the members of the management. During this interview, the child's confidence, expression, language, general knowledge and manners are evaluated. The cumulative marks from all the categories for all the contenders are then put together to find one top scorer. That child is then chosen as the candidate for the role of honor. Please join me in welcoming the 5 contenders for the year 2016-2017. With a huge round of applause, I welcome Abdul Salam Chaudhary, Muhammad Umar Ahmed, Aisha Irfan, Amna Zahir, Malak Muhammad. Congratulations to all of you. Remember, you're all winners. Out of 130 students, just the 5 of you have managed to come onto the stage. We will be announcing the winner, the first contender and the second contender. But children, these 5 children here, remember, you are the winner today. But competitions in that we have to have a winner. There will be a first, second and a third. So that doesn't make you any less of a winner. Now, so a big round of applause for these children. As is the norm, may I request Mrs. Muslima Hafiz to come on stage and do the honor of giving away the Roll of Honor Award to the winners. Mrs. Muslima Hafiz. It's time to announce the winner. It's a very difficult moment for the children and for us because coming till here and then there will be 2 children who won't be getting, but like I said, they are all the winners today. We call the winners from backwards. So the second contender is Malak Muhammad Abdul Fatah. Congratulations, Malak. Malak, you may step forward. Aisha Irfan. Congratulations, Aisha. Aisha, you may go stand next to Malak. And now, time to announce the winner. The Roll of Honor student for 2016 and 2017 is Amna Zahir. A huge round of applause for the winners. awesome job. Congratulations once again. Thank you, Mrs. Muslim.
Dr. Abdullah Abbas Nadvi dreamt of serving the expatriate community with focus on holistic development. In 1992, his son, Mr. Zia Nadvi, turned his father's vision into reality by establishing Al-Waha International School. Our vision? The school draws its philosophy from its motto, Rabbi Zidni Ilman, O Lord, increase my knowledge, a quote from the Holy Quran. Previously known as the Jeddah Montessori School, Al-Waha was founded in July 1992. The school began modestly housed in a villa with 20 children in classes ranging from nursery to year 2. Currently, with many more facilities than before, it operates almost at capacity level, with more than 1,700 students hailing from 25 different nationalities. Our current organizational structure, Al-Waha consists of junior school, middle school and senior school, housed in 2 separate buildings. The junior school and the girls section in one, and the boys middle school boys section and senior school boys section in another. The school continues to be a regular member of the Council of International Schools, CIS, UK, the school accreditation body of the European Council of International Schools. Accredited by the North Central Association Commission on Accreditation and School Improvement, NCACASI. NCACASI is an accreditation division of Advanced Ed. 2008 to date, members of the management and teaching faculty have been serving on Advanced Ed external quality assurance review visits to other schools. By 2013, school has been re-accredited by Advanced Ed. 2016 and 2017, selected and accredited by Cambridge International Examination to run a 2-year primary secondary GP pilot program. Very familiar to you, junior school and the girls section. Our junior school ground and building, the kindergarten area, our kindergarten classrooms. We've moved a long way from 1992 to 2017. That's the boys section. The girls section and the boys section follow a parallel program. We have moved on and we are not looking back. This is the composite graph of overall school improvement. As you can see, 2011-2012, we were at 84%, and now we've moved on to 95%, mashallah, by 2015-2016. This is the dual composite graph that compares the below standard and the above standard students. The blue line marks the below standard students, and alhamdulillah, you can see a drop from 92 to 74 from 2011, 2012 to 2015, 2016. And the red line shows the above standard student graph, which has alhamdulillah moved up from 41% to 63%. This wouldn't have been possible without the support of our esteemed board of directors. Mrs. Fazina Zaki, Mrs. Farhan Marsi, and Mrs. Mubarak Azad. Thank you, ladies. You have always been our support and you always will be. We are still moving ahead with the same enthusiasm and commitment as was when we started way back in 1992. Going by with the advancement in the IT field, we have launched our new website and online section, and the achievers and the number just gets bigger every year, alhamdulillah. These are some of the achievements that the children have, mashallah, been successful enough to achieve. Students Al-Alba, our philosophy is simple. We want every child to feel this way.